Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Today, if you can't tell, we're on the water. It's March 1st and finally the temperature has warmed up to the point where we can actually get out on the water. So this is gonna be our very first ride of the season. Super excited about that. Now today I have planned catch and cook. I have fishing rods, so we'll see how it goes. Although admittedly, I'm not the best fisherman in the world. Well, if you're new to the channel, this is Judy. She's on the 2024 Fish Pro Trophy. It's about 1,000 pounds, has a range of 80 to 90 miles, and runs about 58 miles per hour. My name is Brian, and I'm on the 2024 Sea-Doo Explorer Adventure Jet Ski. It's about 800 pounds, 170 horsepower engine, and it's going to run about 55 to 56 miles an hour. Now, today's goal is to head out to one of my favorite spots while I'm in town. Pine Key, better known as Beer Can Island. Enough talking, let's ride. There's nothing quite like cruising down the Hillsborough River on a ski. As the skyline comes into view, downtown Tampa rises with that perfect mix of modern energy and coastal charm. Off to the side, the historic University of Tampa stands proud with its iconic minarets, which are a true Florida landmark. And gliding past Harbor Island, the waterfront hotels and palm-lined views make the whole ride feel like a scene from a postcard. So as I was making my way down the waterway with the wind in my face and sun on the water, just one of those perfect days you don't ever think it happened. A dolphin gliding right beside me. Close enough to see the curve of his fin, the calm in his eye. He matched my speed like we were riding together. Playful, curious, almost connected. For a few incredible seconds, it felt like we were sharing the same freedom, the same stretch of open water. And then, just like that, he dipped beneath the surface and disappeared. No warning, no grand exit, just a quiet ripple behind me, and it hit me. The most unforgettable moments in life don't last long. They just show up. They remind you you're alive and leave you smiling. How cool was that, friend? A little flipper came to join me for the ride. That was amazing. You'll never know what you'll find out here on the water, but you just got to get out here and do it. I showed you, we were just leaving Davis Island at the airport, and I showed you Beer Can Island out there in the distance. It's a ways out, probably about 3 miles, maybe 4 miles, I would say. So let's hit the ride, folks. We made it. Hello, Beer Can Island. All right, like I said, folks, welcome to Beer Can Island. It was about a 20, maybe 30-minute ride out from Davis Island all the way out here. Seas were relatively good, light chop. Water's cold though. It's 65 degrees, so it's still got to chill. So when you do get splashed, it kind of wakes you up a little bit. So anyways, you saw us come in, we anchored up, and now we got to set up base camp. So let me show you what that looks like. Now on the back of the skis, believe it or not, we have everything we need to set up a base camp on the island. We have a cooler full of drinks and snacks. We have some chairs. On this one, we have our dry bag with our full tent and camping gear. And then in that box is a LinQ storage system that I had converted into a grill. All right, hang tight, folks. We're gonna set a base camp. Watch us set it up. And how's that, folks? Not too bad for having a whole entire base camp on the back of 2 jet skis. You know, there's something great about traveling the world and meeting people and learning from different cultures, but there's a time and a place where exploring in your own backyard cannot be beat. And this is one of those times. But the only thing that would make it better would be a drink. And there it is, folks. Judy, cheers. Cheers. Alrighty, and here on the island, Judy is a master mixologist. Judy, what are you making today, and what are you calling it?
Well, today, because we do not have our normal blackberry ginger ale, we're doing blackberry Dr. Pepper. Absolutely delicious. I don't recommend making drinks while you're standing in ice cold water, but the Gulf is still 65. We're making it happen anyways. Always have a cup with a lid. Bag full of ice. We've got our tequila. Now, we don't drink and drive. We're going to be here for 7 hours today, and we're driving. We're definitely going to eat twice before we leave here. And here's our 0 sugar Dr. Pepper. And you do not need a spoon for this. You just give it a shake. Just like that, and it's ready to go.
And what are we calling it?
It's Judy Berry.
Official Judy Berry.
Are you ready to try it?
Yes.
There you go. Cheers.
It is delicious. Thank you.
You're welcome. Glad you enjoy it.
Friends, we have this thing. We're pretty much equal on cornhole, so we go back and forth. But we play the island cornhole, which is like as soon as you make a beanbag in, you got to take a drink. So you got to take a drink of the Judy Berry. Deal? All right.
Deal.
Ladies first.
All right.
All right, folks, who's gonna win? We're tied game, 9-9. 1 beanbag, 2 beanbags.
The pressure's on.
For the win. Choke. Oh.
Bounced right out of there.
All right.
It is still 9-9.
Let's raise the stakes.
Age before beauty.
Whoever makes the next shot for the win, the other one has to take 5 drinks.
Okay.
All right. I go first?
Age before beauty.
I accept. I concede.
That was your chance.
That was it.
I gave it to
I
you.
lost, folks. I lost.
And 10. 10.
Hold on, let me raise your hand.
Cheers.
No, let me raise your hand in victory.
The hand doesn't go up.
5 drinks, folks. Cheers, Judy.
Cheers. Those aren't drinks, those are sips, right?
And 1 for good luck.
Rematch.
Island cornhole, folks. I got one. It's a big one. All right. All right, so I really did try to catch some fish, but you know, with all the people out here and all the boating, there's really nothing biting. So hopefully you understood that, where we were doing a catch and cook, but we just came prepared for a backup plan. So right now we have some ribeye steaks going on the grill.
So the rule of thumb when fishing on an island is to always have a plan B, and this is our plan B. And there's plan B.
Now for all you jet skiers out there, this is a LinQ box, tote box. I think it's a 5.7 liter. And then, you know, it hooks right up to the back of the jet ski. So the key is when you're jet skiing, just think outside of the box and think of what you need and how to make it fit. This whole grill fits right inside that box and fits right on the storage rack of the LinQ system on the Sea-Doo. All right, Judy, how about you give the first taste test? No pressure.
These are great knives.
And it might be a long ride home if it's not a good answer.
These are great knives, and it looks absolutely delicious. Did you say it'd be a long ride home? I have my own ski, thank you. It looks delicious. I do not like mine rare like Brian does. I like it cooked a little bit. What'd you season it with?
Salt and pepper.
Absolutely delicious. Perfect island meal right there. Even better than if we had caught fish. Love it.
All right, so as a chef, you know, you're always your worst critic. So let's see how it really tastes. I would say I was shooting for medium rare. Maybe a little bit over, but we got close. I mean, for an island, what do you expect? Cheers.
How is it?
Great crust, salt and pepper, simplicity. For an island, you can't get any better, folks. All right, Judy, that was an amazing meal. I mean, steak on an island, ribeye, and potato salad and baked beans. What do you think? Pretty good, right?
I absolutely agree. It was delicious.
So while we're in food coma, full-blown food coma, and we're looking at the ocean and the boats and enjoying the moment, why don't you tell our friends what we got coming up?
Well, Brian's leaving very soon to go cruising and go traveling around Europe, and I'm meeting him out in Scotland. 2 years ago, we were in Ireland, and he said, hey, let's go to Scotland while we're here. Well, I still have a job and a child, so I couldn't go add an extra few days to that trip. But 2 years later, we're definitely going, and we're gonna make it happen. Because every experience that we have and everyone that we meet adds to our character and adds to our quality of life. You know, we only went to Galway in Ireland because we met a bartender at Filthy's when we were at Vero Beach one day, having a day trip over there. And he was from Ireland and said we absolutely had to go to Galway. We'd never heard of it.
And that was pretty fun. Yeah, it's a whole different side of Ireland that I wasn't expecting.
Right. We ended up taking an excursion. We always try to take a day excursion from Viator. Awesome experiences. And we went out to the Moray Cliffs in Galway, and it was super fun.
Yeah. Actually, that made the trip almost, you know?
Definitely. We spent 3 days in Dublin, and then we went out to Galway and the Moray Cliffs. Never been so cold in our lives.
So that's kind of a snapshot of what we got coming up. So I want you to stay tuned, folks. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. That way you can keep up with our travels and our adventures. Again, the whole purpose of this channel is for us to experience something. You can see it through our eyes, and maybe that will inspire you to venture out just like we're doing. I've got a major trip coming up. I'm not going to give it away right now, but I think I'm going to be dreading it. So we'll see what happens there. So stay tuned for that one. Also, we got Ireland, Scotland, and I'm going to meet up with my buddy Marilyn. If you don't know who Marilyn is, we did the West End video together. And she's actually my spirit animal. She's the one that I get a lot of my cues from, because literally she's traveled to more parts of the world than I've been in. So I'm trying to keep up with her. But her and I may have something interesting. Maybe Dracula's castle, maybe not. We'll see.
She is an absolutely vibrant soul and someone always amazing to hang out with. The last time I saw her, we did a 10-stop pub crawl in Honduras, in Roatan. Yeah. She's amazing.
Yeah, definitely spirit animal material.
Yes.
And hopefully, folks, you find your spirit animal that you can follow along with, because I definitely have mine. All right, well, I think it's about time to pack it up, don't you think?
I wish it wasn't, because it's absolutely beautiful here.
It's been an amazing day, it really has. I mean, it started out a little foggy and cold, but right now it's got to be 80 degrees. not a cloud in the sky, and just amazing blue water.
Yes, and we love traveling the world, but this is truly one of my favorite places on earth to be with you.
That's what I said earlier. Like when you're home, you just got to enjoy this. And truly, this is my favorite spot to be when I'm home.
Right. And we've known each other since I was 19. It's taken me literally till I'm 50 to be able to enjoy the small moments and be able to slow down and just observe all of this beauty around us. We live in one of the most beautiful places on earth. And that's one thing, no matter where we go, no matter what country we're in, we meet people who live there who want to come to Florida.
Absolutely. Their dream vacation is where we live.
Right.
But you just keyed in on something I thought was very interesting, folks. It's all about the small moments. You know, travel is great, you know, having these big elaborate trips and broadening your view of the world, but it's the small moments that matter equally as much.
Absolutely. And with the right person. You've got to surround yourself with great people.
Yeah, I got lucky with that one.
So did I.
All right, so folks, we're gonna wrap it up. I think next step is let's close up base camp, Judy.
5 minutes, tear it all down.
Wait a minute, Judy. I'll break it down. I got this.
Whoa, that's amazing.
That's the only way to do it. Let's go. All right, friends, that's gonna do it for this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as we did. We'll see you next time. Be safe and be adventurous.